How would you navigate promoting your podcast to attract new and loyal listeners? Stay with me on this video. I'm going to give you some solid tips. And without any further ado, let's get into it. Now, when it comes up to attracting new listeners, let's be a little bit creative. And people that are treating their podcast as a hobby, this video again is not for you. It's more for like B2B podcasters that are like literally having a team around them to build an empire out of a podcast. But when it comes up to attracting new listeners, there are like multiple ways to do so. One of them is mainly collaborating with another brand, collaborating with another podcaster that is serving some kind of, let's say they're like serving some kind of parts where both of you can align, becoming guests. So it's like exchanging, audiences, introduce yourself, your content to a new audience, right? Let me give you an example. For example, I'm more like a podcaster in terms of like general marketing, and I wanted to have like an episode about branding. So I'm going to look for a podcaster who specifically is focusing on branding. And I'm going to have them as a guest. Of course, it's an opportunity for them to be introduced to a bigger community where people are focusing on marketing in general. But at the same time, it's also an opportunity for me so I can attract their audience to become mine, right? So that's the first one. The second one is pretty much when it comes up to becoming creative and attracting new listeners, people tend to really ditch the idea of like spending a little bit of money on ads. Now, you need to spread some awareness in terms of like the podcast because people are scrolling, they're on their phones 24/7. So it's really, really helpful for them to know that this podcast actually exists, right? So spending a little bit of money into it or putting a budget in terms of like spreading awareness around what you're putting as a topic is actually so helpful. So at this point, this is the second thing that you can do in order for you to kind of like grow the audience and keep them there. Now, the second part or the other part, which is like having them or like helping them becoming loyal. In order for them to become loyal, it's actually so easy, but you need to focus on this. You need to build a community and make it easy for them to access it. For example, let me just help you out. I'm giving you the marketing example. I have like this marketing podcast and I'm always giving you ideas and tips. And then I'm telling you during the episode, the beginning, the middle, the end, that there is a group for us where we actually get together and share examples and we talk on a daily, we share things and that. Don't you want to be, part of that? So I'll make it easy for you to access it. I'll just say it's the first link down in the comments. So all you have to do is like just click on it and boom, you're there. So that's one part of it. The other part is like if you have like a one-on-one or if you have like let's say a platform that you're promoting, you can tell people like the first link is the link that you guys can go to and check it out, blah blah blah. So that's mainly what I have on today's video, and see you guys on tomorrow. Bye bye.